Hello, my name is Johnny, and I grew up Italian in Brooklyn. My parents' life wasn't easy, but me, when I had fun, I had fun. There were no yards with grass to play on. Brooklyn's a city where the streets your playground. This is where my Italian friends and I would play stickball, Johnny Pump, cops and robbers, but nowadays, you can't play half of that. You have to be politically correct. You know, I went to Catholic school, St. Catherine's, 41st Street, Port Hamilton Parkway, Brooklyn, New York. And I could sure remember lunchtime, some of us would go to Vinny's Pizza and get a slice, a real slice of pizza, Brooklyn style, the real deal. There was nothing better. I think at the time it was 25 cents. If you had enough money, like 75 cents, you can get a meatball sandwich. Man, I tell you, that was real Italian. I mean real Italian meatballs on real Italian bread. I can still taste them. You know, the streets were lined with Italian restaurants, all for the pickings. Sometimes we would go to Fioretti's grocery store, get a sandwich, or whatever we had lunch money for. Maybe tuna, maybe salami. But the owner was so good to us, I remember his name, Charles Fioretti. He would trust us if we didn't have enough to pay for the sandwich, or just give it to us. These sandwiches, they were stacked with fresh cold cuts, and he would make them any way you wanted. Mayo, mustard, olive oil with vinegar. Forget about Subway sandwiches. Fioretti had real sandwiches. You know, we Italians, we brought our heritage to Brooklyn, along with traditional cooking. My mother and father were immigrants from Italy. I can remember Grandma Victoria's on Sundays with ravioli or spaghetti and meatballs, maybe lasagna with thick red sauce with lots of meat running over the noodles, and Parmesan cheese. My grandparents used to complain that I used too much Parmesan cheese because it was expensive and I couldn't get the real taste of the food. But it was delicious. Sausage and peppers, lasagna, cheese, that was the real deal. I can remember the sausage and peppers. My mother served them hot, with lots of melted mozzarella on top. I ate mine on that Italian bread. Simply delicious, definitely Italian. Hey, I'm not from Connecticut or Pennsylvania or Jersey. I'm a real Brooklyn Italian. So is my food, the old school way. You know, people nowadays, they're drifting apart from their food culture. An era has come that the food I grew up on with no ill effects is suddenly no good for us anymore. Too much starch, too much cholesterol, too much this and that. Hey, give me a break. You know, nobody even cooks anymore. We're all too busy to buy what we need. Then we talk about how much it tastes like real Italian food. When deep down, we know it really don't taste like Italian food. Of course, well, old school Brooklyn's gone. The Italian neighborhoods, kids playing stickball on the streets, the tomato gardens and grapevines in the backyard, the moms yelling for the kids, come in, it's time to eat dinner, and the last of the homemade wine. That's been long drunk. But the food I grew up on, it ain't gonna change, and I ain't gonna make it go away. All those savory Italian flavors I bring to you in my delicious Italian meals. Just eat and enjoy. The delicious taste of Italy is in your home. Bon appetit.